We're keeping track of key issues you'll be hearing about in the 2020 election and where the candidates stand on them. So let's take a closer look at legalizing marijuana, which has been happening in states across the country. The drug is still federally illegal, though. Most of the 2020 candidates support legalizing marijuana at the federal level. One notable exception, Joe Biden. Biden supports rescheduling cannabis as a Schedule II drug instead of a Schedule I, and he supports the legalization of marijuana for medical purposes. He advocates for decriminalizing the drug and then letting states decide whether to legalize it.
I think states should be able to make a judgment to legalize marijuana. I agree with it. I think that's okay. But let me tell you, the truth of the matter is there's not nearly been enough evidence that has been acquired as to whether or not it is a gateway drug. It's a debate, and I want a lot more, before I legalize it nationally, I want to make sure we know a lot more about the science behind it.
I have a lot of respect for the vice president. He has sworn me into my office as a hero. This week I hear him literally say that I don't think we should legalize marijuana. I thought you might have been high when you said it. and let me tell you, because marijuana in our country is already legal for privileged people. And the war on drugs has been a war on black and brown people.
His website also says Biden believes no one should be in jail because of cannabis use. Going further are Democratic Senators Elizabeth Warren, Cory Booker, Bernie Sanders, and Michael Bennet, who all co-sponsored a Senate proposal called the Marijuana Justice Act that would make marijuana legal. The bill would also expunge criminal records and allocate resources to help communities hurt by the war on drugs. Pete Buttigieg has called for eliminating incarceration of drug possession in his Healing and Belonging in America plan. And he linked marijuana legalization with criminal justice in his Douglas plan, which suggests sweeping changes to address socioeconomic and racial disparity. Andrew Yang has called for resolving ambiguity around marijuana legalization to legalize it at the federal level.
I'm for the legalization of marijuana, remove it from the controlled substance list, in part because our administration of the criminal laws are deeply racist. It's very obvious to everyone.
He says it would improve safety, social equity, and generate tens of billions in new revenue. Amy Klobuchar has said she supports legalization, although she hasn't made it a cornerstone of her policy.
I do support making it legal state by state, and I know that's something my state is considering right now. We have medical marijuana. But I think beyond that, it's a much bigger question about our criminal justice system.
So where does the public stand? Well, a recent Pew Research Center survey found 62% of Americans say the use of marijuana should be legalized. According to Pew Research, the percent of U.S. adults who support marijuana legalization has doubled over the past 2 decades. In 2000, support was only at 31%. There are also generational and partisan splits when it comes to this topic. 74% of millennials, 63% of Gen Xers, and 54% of baby boomers support legalization. Older Americans are the only age group that is still supportive of prohibition. Along party lines, 69% of Democrats say marijuana should be legal, whereas Republicans are more divided. 45% support legalization. Due to the broad support among Democrats for legalization, we'll keep an eye on how the issue plays out on the campaign trail and leading into the general election.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.